I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome. Happy Manifestation Monday on my channel. We're going to dive in to see what's going on with your manifestations. This is collective though, so I'm going to try to keep it more general, but we'll see if I get specific messages. Other things that might come through for today is just kind of some basic, things we should be aware of in our mindset and stuff about manifestations. We'll see. I am super behind on comments right now, so if you have left me a comment since Saturday, I am getting to it. I'm sorry. I'm so behind. I feel like I can't catch up today. Yeah. Also, I got a blank tarot deck, and I wanted to mention that soon I'll probably put up a community post where I ask my community here, my collective, my people, for some things that they would like to be said in this deck, because I want this deck to be from my collective. It's obviously not a requirement, but I just think it would be really cool to collaborate with all of you guys to make something that is really tapped into your energy and my energy and all that. So there's a lot of cards, and I'll need a lot of ideas. I have some already, but I want to include you in it. So I wanted to tell you about that before we get started. Okay. I'm going to clear for you. I'm going to get a drink after this. Clear for me. I'm thirsty. I haven't had enough time to basically drink anything today. Okay. That was a baby sip, but it'll have to do because I get weird about drinking in front of people. We're going to start off with Moonology Oracles here. Just to give you an overview of, I guess, your manifestation stuff. What's going on, what you need to know. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of their manifestations coming into them. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thanks so much for being here. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are amazing. And every day you make my life better. So thank you. I saw 222 on the clock. So Joanne, Sacred Scribes. Every time I say an angel number, I'm just going to send you there because I actually don't know anything about angel numbers. Like I wouldn't remember even if I did. But I always look them up and then I forget immediately what they mean. Okay, Spirit, what's going on with my darling's manifestations? Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So Taurus could be significant. You could be a Taurus or have heavy Taurus placements. Balance spirituality and practicality on the bottom. Okay, the information I'm getting here is sort of like if you are new to manifesting, sort of toying with it. Not in like a negative way, but sometimes people can be like, oh, it's so magical that I can just think whatever and then not take the steps, not do the things that I need to do to help align myself with it, and just expect the universe to basically plant it on my doorstep. Now, I do believe anything is possible. However, that's a very narrow path that you are making for the universe to bring you what you want. Okay? So I feel like this is saying, don't forget to do what you need to do to align with yourself being the version of you that has your manifestation. Okay? If you are just all affirming it and then not doing anything to believe it or live in it, then there's just a little bit missing. It's a little bit missing. I'm also going to check in what you're doing right about your manifestations, okay? So I don't want to just get on to you about what you're not doing right, but I like this because it's Taurus. So I'm like, Taurus might be significant for this coming through if you take the practical steps that you need to. I feel like it's really significant. Like they really want you to be aware of that because this balance, spirituality, and practicality is all about that. It's all about doing the 5D, manifesting in the 5D, but it's also grounding that into the 3D now, right? No matter what's going on. So, okay, let's see. Spirit, what's going on? Can you tell me some more about this? What do I need to know for my darling about manifesting, about what they're manifesting? underneath that, balanced spirituality and practicality was your hard work is paying off, which is new moon in Capricorn. So I just feel like they're like, hey, whatever physical steps you take to show up in the 3D as the version of yourself that has what you desire, it's going to pay off beautifully for you. Okay, let's see. What do I need to know for my darlings' manifestations? What should I be bringing to their awareness? Let me know. 3 of Wands. That's literally exactly what I was talking about. 7 of Cups. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. 6 of Cups. I always go all the way through my deck and see what all comes out. I know that other readers don't do that, and I might change it up because it does end up being a lot of cards sometimes. But I just like to go all the way through the deck and see what it wants to tell me all at once. Woo! I like it ending with that. That's like, boom, manifestation. A divine gift to you. Divine timing. Okay, 3 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Tower, and the Wheel of Fortune. You have 2 6s here, so 6s could be significant. Look up 66. Okay. So I like that it started off with the 3 of Wands because that confirmed exactly what I was saying with your first opener cards. The 3 of Wands is all about taking the necessary steps and waiting for progress, right? After making a decision with the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is choosing to expand your horizons. It's a choice to move forward, right? And I like that it's wands because I've talked about how wands signify passion, drive, spirituality, right? It's spiritual connection and manifestation. It's magic. It's very magical energy, right? So I like this saying, okay, do what you need to do. Start doing what you need to do. And yes, there are things that you will wait to come to you, but it all starts with you making that choice and doing what you need to do first. I think I have referred to this as like when you decide to start working out or something. This is the closest thing I can compare to it right now. Maybe I'll come up with a different analogy eventually, but it's like if you decide to go improve your health, right? And you want to start working out and you want to start lifting weights. Sorry, my dog breathed and that distracted me. ADHD. Welcome. Okay, when you decide to go on a health journey and you start going to the gym, it's the 3 of Wands represents you having made that choice and you start showing up to the gym. The results come with time, but you are doing the necessary work that you need to energetically show up and be the person that has improved their health, right? So I feel like they're like, that's really important to show up and be the person who has what you desire. Be the person who is the person who has the desires. Yeah. I don't really like this 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups combo too much because this tells me getting distracted with nostalgic memories, the past, you know. I don't really like that combination. So I feel like they really want you to be mindful of if you are going into thinking about the past or overthinking the past. They don't want you to be doing that in a negative way. You can always think about the past in a positive way, you know, about what you want to move forward, you know, what you learned to move forward. That would be a good way to think about it. You know, if you have to think about it, I would just start revising that, you know, whatever you've been through, whatever you've gone through, it's just further proof that you're going to do what you need to do something differently. Yeah. Page of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. I feel like paired with this whole nostalgic memory thing, thinking about the past too much, I feel like it's the importance of needing to recognize, how do I word it? I'm almost feeling like in your past you felt like you weren't given the right opportunities to succeed in certain things, to bring whatever you're wanting to fruition. And that is totally relevant. Okay, there are people who have to work harder because of their circumstances that they were born into and their beliefs that they were ingrained in. I am going to validate that for you. I feel like there's just a need to be mindful of restricted beliefs about something being meant for you, living in a lack mindset. I feel like if we can shift to try to imagine every little token, every little good thing that happened as proof that the universe does want to bring you good things, and you really magnify that focus of it being the small things that you were given being a good thing, that can help energetically align you with bringing in more things, right? I'm so glad that the universe, loves to make me happy. Like every day I'm seeing more and more how the universe loves to make me happy. I remember when there were hard times in my life that I didn't think I was going to make it through, and yet somehow I'm here right now and I'm not there. And like, that's just proof to me that the universe wants me to win. That's just proof to me that the universe is on my side. I would try to reframe that mindset in that sort of way. It's making a stand firm decision to think and believe differently with this Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords has been through hell and back. Okay, she is resilient. She is amazing. Very cut and dry. Like I'm going to see things for what they are. I see things clearly, right? With this Ace of Wands, I'm like, I want you to stand firm in your new beliefs, in your desires, right? This would be you embarking on a journey towards your desires with the Ace of Wands. I want you to stand firm in believing that everything is working out for this to happen for you, okay? I think as soon as you do that, I think this Tower and Wheel of Fortune, I actually really like this, especially with the Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords has been through hell. This is like the worst of the worst, right? I feel like if you can get to yourself to start rethinking the worst of the worst in your life, that is when you'll see things start to change around you, right? Instead of viewing things as awful, and it's not saying to view things better than they were, but it can be like, if that didn't end or if this didn't happen, I wouldn't be here learning what I'm learning now about manifesting. I wouldn't be moving forward, If I was comfortable before, I wouldn't have had any reason to change my life, It's appreciating that aspect of it. It doesn't make it a good experience at all, but that energetic shift is enough to just make things change for you, and you'll see how when you show up with gratitude in the right areas, right? Not toxic positivity at all. I want to emphasize that. I am not talking about toxic positivity at all. If you can show gratitude for aspects of what has happened in your life and where that led you to change things, change directions, that little energetic shift of gratitude will bring in more reasons for you to be grateful. That's what I'm trying to get at, okay? Let's see what else wants to be said. Is there anything else? It's funny, you got the Seven of Cups in the wheel. I feel like once you do that, you'll be like given so many different opportunities to be grateful. It'll almost be a little like distracting. You're like, oh, now that's available to me. Do I actually want that? Would I like to consider that? And you can always consider anything. You can change anything that you want, and anything is possible. Okay, so just be careful about what you are focusing on. That's all. The universe will absolutely put situations in your lap where you'll be like, oh, that's available to me. I didn't even know that was an option. What else do you want me to know before I get what we're doing right? The Emperor, stand in your power. Aries energy. Two of Swords, Eight of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Three of Cups on bottom. Threes could be significant. 33. Okay. I feel like I like that this depiction shows the Emperor holding a chess piece, okay? I like that because if you can view life as a chess game, the game of life, view it like chess, okay? I don't even know much about chess, but like, you know, I imagine you don't keep all your pieces, which you started with, right? So that could be like tower moments, okay? I would try to view everything as a strategy to get to where you want to go, okay? That will help you sort of, that strategy, that planning, that sort of taking leadership over your mind and thoughts, right, over your plan, is going to help you to see how to move forward more effectively, right? And it's going to help you to move on from things that were disappointing you, the disappointment mindset, right, the lack mindset. The Two of Swords can also be showing like, so if you're just waiting for something to magically manifest on your front door, right, and you're not taking the necessary steps, that's a defense mechanism because of being fearful of investing too much time or energy in something that could lead to the Three of Swords, right, disappointment. Two of Swords is indecision based out of fear, right? It's like, I know I don't want what I have now, and I know I want something different, but I'm also scared that if I pursue whatever's right in front of me, or if I take steps necessary, that it's going to be a disappointment. And I like that it showed up with the Eight of Cups, because the Eight of Cups is making a choice to leave something behind that you once thought would be emotionally fulfilling for you, and now you realize it is not emotionally fulfilling, and it's moving towards the Nine of Cups, which is you embodying your desire fulfilled. It is complete internal happiness, self-abundant, like an emotional state of just self-wellness, right? So you got the Seven of Cups that came out here twice. I like that the Eight of Cups came up because it's like you're getting clear, right? You're opening your eyes to move forward towards what you want, towards what you desire, towards that emotional fulfillment. And with that, the universe can work with you with the Three of Pentacles. This is the 3D being supported in the things that you want to create, right? I like that it's the Pentacles because Pentacles are literally the physical. It's material. So the support system you need, the people you need, the resources you need, that's going to align you with having all of that given to you. But you have to take the steps. This person, if they're sitting there and they're not moving, it's not coming. But if you're walking towards something, then you are energetically aligning with being the person who's going towards what they want, right? Who has what they want. Yeah. Okay. I want to see what you're doing right. I feel like this is already kind of... Look at that. Before I go shuffle, we got the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. So there's nothing wrong with evaluating what you want. Okay. Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Sevens could be important. The Seven of Pentacles talks about carefully planning what you want for your future, right? This is, you don't want to plant... I don't know anything about farming, so please don't come at me because I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but I'm just going to use an example. You don't want to plant watermelon in January because it won't grow. It's not a proper environment to grow watermelon in January. In the United States. Let me preface with that. In the United States, January would not be a good time to plant watermelon, okay? So it's like planting the seeds that you need to grow at the proper times, doing what you need to do at the proper times, showing up at the proper times, and investing wisely, right? You can't grow crops. My mouth would cooperate. You cannot grow crops if you never plant the seeds but you need to plant them carefully, okay? You need to plant them carefully. You need to plan for what they need. And that is how you end up in this ultimate abundant state, okay, of getting a huge freaking harvest. This is kind of related to the short I posted today, Message from the Universe. So that might be relevant to this reading. A lot of this kind of aligns with that. So go check that out if you haven't. Let's see. Okay. What is my darling doing right? What are you doing right? My deck is backwards. I need a drink. What's my darling doing right for their manifestations? You're recognizing cycles from your past. You got the Six of Cups and a knot. A knot is permanent cycles. Hierophant, yep. And you're changing your beliefs. I love when the Hierophant comes out during Manifestation Monday because it is all about traditions, beliefs. Oh my gosh. It's also teachers, you know, mentors. It could be a person. But the Hierophant, I say it every time. If you are one of my, you know, regular darlings, and you've heard me say this, the Hierophant is the counterpart to the High Priestess, and he grounds the spiritual work in the 3D. He does the necessary physical work to bring spirituality to physicality, practicality. Okay, I feel like you're recognizing cycles from your past and what you believed during those times. And so you're recognizing, okay, what was constant? What was constant during those cycles in the past? What was constant during these things that repeated? These things that happened over and over and over again with different people, in different places, at different jobs. What was the common denominator? My belief. You are actively reframing your belief, or at least aware of your beliefs in the past, and that's good. Because you're moving on from them with the Chariot fast. It's like once you have this light bulb moment, ding, oh, what was the common denominator? My beliefs. I'm not going to self-blame. I'm going to overcome. I can't do anything about the past. I'm happy that I can recognize any common denominator that I can control and move forward and move on from it. That's beautiful. Taurus and Cancer energy there. Five of Swords. Yeah, this is you confronting your thoughts about everything that's gone on, right? You can see how some thoughts were not serving to you, right? This looks like only one thought being a good thought, and the other swords here, which represent thoughts, are broken. And I feel like you're like, maybe what I'm thinking or what I have thought is not correct. Maybe there are other options. Other ways of thinking, other ways of believing. Perhaps self-defeating thoughts aren't helpful, right? Maybe thoughts that say that I can't do something, or that I can't, overcome my past, or overcome obstacles, or I'm not strong enough for that, or I'm not smart enough. Maybe those don't serve me. Like, what purpose are those thoughts other than to wear me down? And I feel like you're aware of this. You're becoming very mindful of that. And I really love that for you. Five of Wands reversed came out. I like that. I feel like, okay, I don't often get like the playful energy from the Five of Wands because it can just kind of be, it's like dramatic competitiveness, it can be fun. I've talked about how I can often, in some of the depictions of the Five of Wands, view it as like, someone trying to overcome, be the winner, when they're climbing the rock wall and trying to ring the bell first, right? So there is a sense of playfulness there. With the Five of Wands reversed and the Eight of Cups, I feel like you're turning these mental, like you're making it a game. Like, I feel like that's what you're trying to do, is be more lighthearted about it, be less serious, be more playful about it, and move on from just the seriousness of how you view your past, or whatever, how you view certain thoughts, how you view yourself. And I feel like you're turning it into a game, which is lovely because You are playing the game of life. Chess life. Chess life. Okay. How do I want to close this out? I want to close it out with squirrel. Distracted. Let's see. I want to close it out with some angel answers. So if you would like to ask a question, I will shuffle it a few times and get you an answer, hopefully. That makes sense. Either way, I will interpret these as I see fit. If you don't have a question, that's totally fine too, because I'll interpret it my own way. Spirit, can you please answer the question that any of my darlings ask for you, please? Can you give me the answers that they're asking? Answers for the questions that they're asking. Last shuffle, and then I'll get your answer. Choose a new direction. Communicate clearly. Get clear on what you want. Abundance. Focus on an abundance mindset, okay? Not the right time. A year from now. Okay, and a lot of people don't like to hear that when they're manifesting, but here's the deal. The longer you wait to take action, the longer it takes for things to come in. I'm just going to be blunt with you. Like, yes, do I believe that absolutely anything is possible? Yes, we live in a crazy world where crazy things happen all the time. I mean, we just do. Every day there's something new crazy happening. So could the universe just drop exactly what you want on your doorstep? Sure. That's a very narrow pathway that you're giving the universe to give you what you want. If you take action and you align yourself energetically with receiving what you want, then you're going to see it come in quicker for you. I feel like a year may feel long right now, because looking forward to a year always feels long. But if you could do yourself a favor and just think back a year. Think about a year ago. It feels like that wasn't that long ago. A year's not that long. And so if you can try to reframe your perspective about impatience in that sense and just put it into perspective, being like, oh, it's going to take so long. Oh, it's a year. Oh, just, again, reframe. Well, what about a year ago? How does that feel now that I'm here a year later? Put things into perspective for you. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that this was helpful and insightful, and I hope that you feel seen and validated, and that you start taking some action if you haven't yet. Okay, tomorrow is Taco Tuesday. We're going to see who's talking about you. Okay. I hope to see you then, but if not, have a great rest of the week. I cannot get my mouth under control. Or a wonderful life. I love you so much. Take care and ta-da!